Now let's take a look at time tracking. Time tracking is accomplished through the time application. Click on it, and you can again see the option for the items that you can view within the time menu or different ways to enter time. The best way to do it, as shared before, is to do it daily. To start that process, click on Select Week. From the calendar, click the week that you want to enter time for. Let's enter time for this week. When you've selected that, click OK. Now you can see the week that you want to enter time for. Also notice that pay dates will be reflected on your time calendar. Let's enter time for this Monday. When I click on the box below the date, the Enter Time menu option opens. The first thing to do is to select the time type that you will be recording. It has defaulted here to work time, but let's explore the options by clicking on the hamburger menu to the right. Here you'll see that there are time entry codes and absence codes. Absence codes are options for taking time off, including paid and unpaid. Simply click the radio button next to each one to select that absence type. For this demonstration, let's enter time worked though. So we're going to click on time entry codes. And again, review which type of time you will be entering. In this case, we'll stick with worked time. Your position will automatically fill, though if you have more than one, you have the option to use the drop-down menu to enter time for another position. Always make sure to enter the hours worked. And then if you have any comments to add that are applicable to the approval, make sure to enter them here. Once you've entered your time type and hours worked, click OK. You get a notice that your changes have been saved, and now you'll see that time block on your calendar for this week. If you have a very consistent schedule, another way that you can enter time is by using the Actions menu here in the upper right-hand corner of the Enter My Time page. Here you will see that you do have the ability to autofill your time from a prior week if you have the same schedule this week as well as some other time options for entering an overtime request, requesting an absence, reviewing your time, or running calculations. But a very helpful option from this Actions menu is to do a quick add for time. Let's click there. Clicking on Quick Add opens up a menu for you to be able to enter time for the upcoming work week. You select the same work time for each of the days that you'll be entering. Confirm that the position is correct, especially if you have more than one at the college. Then click Next. After clicking Next, you will see that you have the option to enter time for each day during that period that you had selected. Remember that we had already entered hours for Monday. We don't want to duplicate that. So we're actually going to start with Tuesday and enter our schedule for our 4-day summer work week. When I've entered all the hours that I've worked, I'll click OK. If I need to make a change, I can click back to go to the previous menu. Or if I want to do this later or have other questions, I'll cancel. But let's click OK and proceed. Again, you get the confirmation message. The quick add was complete. And now when you come back to the weekly calendar, you'll see that the Monday hours we had already entered are there, but the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday hours that we entered have now appeared on our calendar. Always make sure to review the summary of your hours for each week and make sure that it correctly reflects the hours that you've worked and the types of hours that you've worked. Click the Review button to confirm that those entries are correct. And then when you are done entering hours for the week and have confirmed that everything is as it should be, click the Submit button, and those will be transmitted to your supervisor for approval via business process. We're going to cancel for now because we're going to adjust a time entry. The way to do that is by clicking on time that you've already entered, and a new menu opens up. It's important that the status on the time is not submitted in order to be able to make a change. Here, again, we can adjust the time worked. Say if, for instance, we ended up having to take time from our benefit time rather than working time. We do that by changing using the absence code and listing what the reason was. Always make sure to confirm that you have the benefit time available if necessary. In this case, we're just going to change the type of time that we have worked. And we're going to move this to comp time. Now I have the option to change that, but it's also dropped the hours that I had entered and requires that I enter them in again. So make sure that you confirm that, and again, confirm that the correct position is selected if you have more than one. At this point, click OK. You'll see that the changes have been made. However, there is an error. Error messages pop up in Workday to let you know that there's something that requires your review. Click the View All button, and it says here that I don't have any comp time available because of the amount of hours worked. So let's change that. In fact, let's try the other option for what we can do to a time entry that has not yet been submitted, which is to simply delete that. If you find that you have entered time incorrectly, particularly when you get an error message, simply click on that item as I did, open up the submenu, and click the delete button. When you click that, it will remind you that if you delete the time block, you may need to resubmit your time for approval. Click OK. Now that time block has been removed from Tuesday, we can simply click in there to enter our time again as work time. Click OK to confirm those hours. Again, go back to look at your summary. Make sure that all appears correct. Click Review. Check the details. Enter any comments that might be necessary. And then click Submit to submit your time for that time period to your supervisor for approval. Make sure that you follow your department's rules for submitting time. For most of the college, it's for every 2 weeks. Here, you'll see that I've gotten an error. Let's see what the details are. In this case, the error says that I don't have enough hours for a 2-week period as I should, like was just discussed. So I'll need to go back in and correct that. I can do that by revising. And so this has stopped the submission process. At this point, I'll go in the next week that is a part of this pay period is the following week, starting on the 19th. So I'll select that week. Let's do a quick add for the entire week now. The dates are selected. We'll be entering work time. The position is correct. So I click Next. And then for each of those days, we enter 10 hours and click OK. The quick add shows complete. The summary for this week shows 40 hours. When I go into review, I now have time for the entire pay period, the 80 hours that are required, and now I can submit. And it shows that the time has been sent to my supervisor for approval. Thank you.